Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jay, he's Maddie, and today on the MMA Underground presented by Yankee and the Brit, we have two special guests for you, and they are going to fight for charity, but I'll let them tell you all about it. Thank you so much, Jordan Harrington, and our boy back again, Jay Gottem.
First off, I'd like to thank Jordan Harrington for taking this fight and helping me out with this charity event. It really does mean a lot. I don't think he knows what he signed up for. Second off, I just want to introduce the fundraiser. And, there's so many people that have so many questions that I might not be able to answer. I wanted to let the people talk to somebody that might be able to answer those questions first. Her name is January Dill. She's the CEO of Speak Life Tribe, and she's done works in the community in my life personally.
All right, let's get her on. Let's go.
All right, hey y'all, how you doing?
Hello,
hey, how are you?
I'm good. I am like Jay said, I'm January from Speak Life. I'm the founder. We are coming here together. We are presenting engagement programs to the family. Jay is actually our program director, and he'll be handling programs such as Men to Men, where they really kind of engage each other in just conversations that men need to have all the time. And really, he wants to do that as well as speak to teens. And so there's so much that's going on that we're building and networking on and building programs for. And I just want to introduce that. And so to partner with him, and he introduced the fundraiser that supports families with autism. It's just been amazing to even consider the things that are needed for, families like myself, to be honest. And so I'm just giving that space. I'm appreciating that he's building this platform in this space and sharing that with others so that he can help families. So that's what I have, but I thank you. I'm excited to see the fight. I'm ready to see y'all. Jay got it, of course, all day long. I just need y'all to know, no disrespect, but I'm getting ready to get up and let him talk this shit. That's all I know.
Jordan, you're getting smack talk from a charity, Jordan. Are you okay with that?
I almost feel like I can't say nothing now.
You can't chat shit about a charity. Like you're screwed, man.
I really can't. And I mean, I'm one too. I mean, I've been in the game for a long time. I'm going on 13 years now. I've fought for 10 years, and so I'm not a big smack talker. I let my fighting do the talking, because I mean, I'm one of those guys. How can you talk smack and then go get beat in a fight? That's just me personally. But
you don't gotta worry about that.
No,
you don't gotta worry about
to talk smack. I'm good at talking smack.
Listen, he's been fighting for 10 years, right? He's never seen anybody like me. Wait, what weight were you fighting at?
55.
Listen, don't ever get to thinking that this is my first rodeo. I've been there, done that. There's millions of you, and only one Jay Gottem, and I got the hat to prove it, damn it.
I mean, I watched you fight my boy Shiloh. I'm just saying.
I understand. It's okay. But this is the first time you've seen me fight since then.
Okay, I'm ready.
Listen, I'm back again. Stop playing with me. You think it's a game, right? You think it's a game? We're going to see on the 22nd what's going to happen. You hear me? I can tip my hat to you for taking the fight. There's not too many would, but okay. I got some lessons to show. I go by Ip Man rules. You hear me? If pupil beat me, I'm going to go back and beat his master. You hear me?
I got you. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Playing, y'all. You don't know.
Me and Jay just sat back enjoying this. Just sat back, chilling out, enjoying this. Should we talk charity first and then talk fight second? Do you want to tell us about the charity?
Come on, right now.
Should we what's the cause that we're going to be putting this fight together for? What's the cause that you guys are actually fighting for, apart from that you guys just clearly want to beat each other up, obviously,
right?
But apart
I
from
don't want to beat this dude
that,
up. I'm pursuing a career too, so tip my hat to you, Jordan. That's promo. So actually, that's why I wanted January to speak, because I can only tell about my experience. I personally have experience with autism that hasn't been negative in my view. When I first got exposed to autism, I was in 5th grade, and this kid, I won't name his name because he doesn't know I'm going to tell this story, but he had a tantrum in the middle of the class, and he was telling the teacher that he's teaching the Pythagorean theorem wrong. And while everybody thought that this guy was, you know, just having a tantrum, I'm like, you know what? He is explaining it better. And come to find out, he had autism. So I'm like, oh my, this guy has a superpower. He knows more than the teacher in 5th grade. Everybody thought he was weird, but I kind of looked at him as like, that's the superpower. So then I associated autism with these kids have a superpower that you must unlock, because you hear stories about an autistic kid that plays the piano at a genius level, that plays chess and wins the chess tournaments at the age of 9, and he's playing against 40-year-olds. My son started reading at 2. And I'm not talking about just, you know, one words. He's reading whole Dr. Seuss books. I want to unlock his superpower. That's what I'm striving for. And my situation isn't everybody's situation. And I've seen worse. When I went to speech therapy, they said, whoa, he's miles ahead of where everybody else that we see come in. He needs to be put into some special programming. The problem is that the state offers programs, and, you know, they do assistance for really those kids that really need that, you know. Now, while Jamie excels in reading and stuff, he doesn't say, hi, daddy, or this is auntie. He has identification problems. He has other issues that he struggles with, but I don't focus on those issues. We try to strengthen the weaknesses, but it's like there's so much potential in what he's good at. He could solve the air crisis in India if he had the means to do it. There's no limit to what he can do. We just want to bring him to his full potential.
Yeah, I love the idea of seeing autism as a superpower as well. My family have had like problems with autism, I guess. Like I've been told like quite a few times, it's like, if you weren't high functioning, you would have been tested and you probably would have been told that you have autism. So I was lucky to be able to socially interact with people. But my little brother, like my youngest brother, he's ridiculously smart, but just can't socially interact with people, really struggles to like interact with people in terms of socially, and knowing what to do when somebody's irritating him. He finds kids his age really annoying because he's far more mature than they are. So he ended up being expelled from like 3 or 4 schools, and he eventually got really, really lucky, and the council offered to pay for him to go to a special autistic school, where to a boys only school in North Yorkshire, where they provide learning for autistic kids, and everybody in the school is autistic, so everybody's going through the same thing. And he's come on leaps and bounds in terms of like social things since then, and now he's looking to go to university and stuff like that. So it's easily fixable. Like autism doesn't even have to be a thing that's fixable necessarily. Like you just need to enhance stuff for people, and the way that to do that is give the funds to schools like his, or give the funds to learning programs like what we're trying to raise money for here. So it is something really close to my heart. So when Jay came to me and said, oh, Jay Gottem wants to come on, he's fighting for charity, I was like, yes, please, this is a great thing for him to do. So congratulations on that, mate. Love that a lot.
And I appreciate you guys for letting me come on and have this platform and get all the viewers to donate and do what they can, and really, you know, see it going towards the cause. Because there's big organizations where you might donate to, but you never really see what your donations did. With this organizations, we're rooted in the community, and you like, there's a couple people in Street Beef's family that, you know, suffer from these problems. There's a couple people in my family that suffer. January just told you she struggles with these, and I'm sorry to put anything out that I'm not supposed to. Maybe we can edit it out or something. But you know, there's people that are close. Did you know the odds of a kid coming out with autism is 1 in 36? It's not like it's 1 in a million. It's not like it's 1 in 36. Because I'm like, you know, at first when I seen the condition, I'm like, you know, what are the odds? Why me? And then you can look up the odds, and it's like 1 in 36. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah, and then as you said, there's the type of people that read really well. There's they have these deficiencies, what we see as deficiencies in some areas, but then they're incredible in others. So I remember seeing a documentary about this one guy who can paint every single window in New York. From this one view of New York, he can paint every single window by memory, and if you count across, it's the exact same amount of windows on the buildings that he's doing, and it's like 30,000 windows he can do by memory and stuff like that. But he really struggles to talk, like he really struggles with speech and that kind of thing. So it's like, yes, it's at a point where the odds of it happening are to such a point that it's not actually that different. So it's something that we should be acknowledging more. So the reason that Jay's been replaced by January is so that we can go find out where to donate. So January, do you want to tell them where we can donate?
Yes, it's two separate locations. There is GoFundMe at JGottemVsAutism, and then it's the same thing with Cash App for JGottemVsAutism. So you have two separate locations to go ahead and donate. So they go to the same location and they go to the same account, so that then you just have options. I know we're out here and we don't all donate to one place and have access to one. So those are our two options.
Yeah, great. And like any money that you can give would be really appreciated. Anything that you can give. Jay, I understand that you have a question as well.
Yes, I wanted to ask Jordan, I know you fought at other promotions and you've been fighting for a while, and you actually have a professional record. So I was wondering how this fight came together for you to come to Street Beefs and fight for charity.
So I'd quit fighting a while ago, of course, the family. I've got 2 kids. I'm married, and, work and all that kind of came along. And, I kind of had to pick and choose between fighting and the family, because my work schedule got pretty busy. I was always out of town. So my thing was come home, see my family for 20 minutes, train for 3 hours, come home, eat dinner, go to bed. And it eventually started to kind of cause issues into my marriage. And, I'm 30 now, and I'd kind of got to the point where I was just like, how far is this really going to take me? Because I'm also playing semi-pro football. And so I was like, the semi-pro football thing will be easy. So I'm going to take a break from MMA. So I took about a year off. I still trained and everything. And I'd gotten offered a fight. It was actually a catch weight. I was 173 fighting a 210 guy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take this fight, see where I'm at if I decide to get back in MMA after talking with my wife. So I took the fight, won. And then right after that fight, I had taken on 2 other fights. But then I got to that point where I was just like, I'm not fighting for me anymore. Like, I don't have that. I don't have my swag anymore. I'm fighting for my community now. But I want to be fighting for me. So I'd actually had an incident prior to that fight with a really close friend of mine who had a fight that I was cornering in. He passed away right after one of his fights. I was there when it all happened, and it kind of broke me. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I've just got too much going on. And it kind of brought back memories of when I had my incident when I was 20, back in my early days of fighting. And I was like, that could have been me at any point. I could have been leaving behind a wife and a kid. So I chose not to fight anymore. It was a pretty tough decision. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a family person, and my wife and my kids come for everything. And so I haven't fought in 3 years, but like I said, I still train. And I had been watching Street Beefs because Steve Hagera is actually an old training partner of mine here in town. And I'd watched him on Street Beefs out of Virginia. And me and my buddy Jacob, with all the fight shows closed down right now, I was like, well, I don't know when I'm going to fight again. None of the shows are open right now. And my buddy Shiloh was like, well, I want to fight, pretty soon. Well, Street Beefs came along, and as you know, him and Jay started fighting, and I'd gone to the show. I actually wasn't even going to go. I wasn't going to go to that fight, but my coach begged me to go. Shiloh begged me, because me and Shiloh have been training partners for about almost a year now. And I've also known Shiloh since he was younger. I used to coach high school wrestling. So I've watched Shiloh grow as an athlete too. And so I was like, you know what, Shiloh, I'm going to go. Well, after watching his and Jay's fight, I got that itch back. Like watching them both fight. And Jay, I mean, you're a phenomenal fighter. I mean, I was amazed how you two fought. And watching you and him fight gave me that itch. So as soon as I watched them fight, I walked up to Steve. I was like, hey, I want on your next show. Are you serious? Yeah. I was like, I'm starting to get that itch. And like I said, none of the big shows are open right now. One of them actually just got pushed back to November, which is a big show that I usually fight on. And so I was going to fight last month, but family stuff came up. I actually went back home to Indiana to visit my family, so I had to cancel that fight. And then Jay just so happened to hit me up and was like, hey, let's fight. And I was like, I was hoping for that call out, though. It was funny because right after him and Shiloh fought, we were driving home. I was like, what are the odds that Jay asks me to fight him? He's like, you think that'll happen? I was like, just listen to him talk, and he obviously heard about me, he wants to go to that next step. And who better to give it to him? I was like, I have something to prove now. I want to see where I'm at in my with my fighting now. If I'm wanting to get back in the cage, why not take that fight? He's a tough ass dude. So, hey, I'll take it. And so hopefully, this fight is way better than his and Shiloh's. Like we can actually give a way better show. I don't want to take anything from that, but I want me and him to give people way more to talk about and, actually help Street Beefs. And, I've watched them for a long time. And because of him and Shiloh's fight, I honestly feel like Street Beefs is growing even more. There's more viewers because of him and Shiloh. And I mean, even before him and Shiloh, I was watching Jay's fights and they were kind of getting out there because of him. So, I had mad respect for him. And then when he told me about this fundraiser, it honestly touched me. I don't have an extreme, I'm not really, I don't have that many close people to me with autism. I've got a really close friend of mine who has it, but it's not to that extreme. And I mean, he deals with the the social, situations, and then when he gets flustered, he doesn't know how to control it. And then my brother's girlfriend, she deals with autism too. And, it touched me when he told me he wanted to fight for that. And I was like, I can't tell this man no. I respect the hell out of that. Because I'm one of those guys too. Like I like to give back to people. And one of my goals is opening up a boys and girls club here in our community because a lot of these kids need help. But just knowing what he's trying to do and making people aware of that situation really touches me. And so I have mad respect for him and for that. And it just makes me want to give him this opportunity even more. I mean, he's honestly given me that opportunity because like I said, I'm trying to get my feet wet back into the cage.
Yeah.
Well,
and so I thank him for that opportunity because it's also going to help me with when I finally get back in the cage and win or lose, I'm mad respect to you, bro. I mean, mad respect to you in this cause. And I mean, if there's anything I can do to help out with this, just let me know because that is one of my goals is to help out with kids. And I mean, if I can help with that also, I mean, that'll mean a lot to me and help somebody out like you.
You've done so much, Jordan, and just stay in touch. Just stay in touch,
bro.
After the fight, post-fight, pre-fight, I love fighting, period. And I want to see the best competition, but like you, I'm family first too. So it's like you hear Jordan talk about this perfect guy. This perfect guy. He says everything right. So he talks about his family and putting them first, but he has so much fight experience. All I do is go to work. Like I'm shaking in my bones because he's like, yeah, I was supposed to fight here. I was supposed to fight here. I did this fight, that. I went over to Illinois to fight. I'm like, how much fighting do you do? When do you my schedule would not. I can't even keep up with the training part. And, that's kind of why this is my farewell fight because I don't like the way my body feels when it hurts after training. Like I don't like getting kicked in the knee and feeling that for 2 weeks after. Like I still got to go pick 2,000 boxes at this warehouse every day. Like,
bro,
and I don't want to waste
I feel it. And
time.
honestly, when you asked me for this fight, like the first thing I said, I was like, oh man, I got to talk to the wife because my wife actually doesn't want me to fight anymore. I'm 30 years old. Like at 30, they tell you that's your prime. Like I should be up there just going at it. But with COVID and everything, I felt like I've slowed down a lot more. So my injuries are actually finally catching up to me. Like, and I'm just like, babe, I got to do something. I got to be moving around. I got to go do something. Let me fight just to see if there's a difference. But I totally get where you're coming from. That training, dude, I mean, like I said, I put in a lot of time with the training. I committed to it more than I did in my family. Mm-hmm. And I had to stop and realize, like, I can't do that. Like, my family is more important. So that's why I slowed down with it. And I mean, who's to say that after this fight, I even will get back in the cage? It's just, I want to see where I'm at this age to see if I even can continue. And what better way to see that than to fight you, bro?
Than to get knocked out by Gottem, right? You know?
Hey,
I'm gonna let
I haven't been put to sleep yet, but we'll see.
Where you're at.
Anything can happen in this game. I mean, you might be the first person to knock me out. We'll see.
Hey, oh, shots fired. And just so everybody knows, when he referred to Steve and Shiloh, that is Fire Chicken and Preacher's son. So anybody who's followed the previous videos. But before we go any further, Gottem, while we have you on the podcast, I wanted to right now, while we're talking, from my Maddie and I had discussed it, and we are both live on the show gonna donate to your GoFundMe.
Wow.
Yes, sir. That's a blessing.
So we're just going to show everybody how easy it is. You simply just go to the GoFundMe with JGottemVsAutism. You simply just go to that. You put in however much you want to donate, and then you can just pay with Apple Pay, like so. And then you're done. Donated.
I'm done.
I've just donated. I'm done. That's how quick it is.
You will get a personal shout out and a thank you from Gottem on my Facebook page. It's my real name, so much, Jeremiah Galloway.
Thank you so much, man. And guys, it's really is as easy as that. So just go donate to a good cause. It's really simple to do.
You guys, my goal is to get, if I get 500,000 viewers, I want to average $1 per view.
Well, that's not
simple
goal,
as that.
Because I shouted out on the video yesterday, because I guess I'm greedier than you. Let's go for 1 million.
If you convert it into, I would buy this dude a piece of candy. Well, pieces of candies are $2, so just go buy a piece of candy on Cash App at JGottemVsAutism.com.
Yeah, guys, just don't have that coffee. Just don't have that coffee that day, and then you've got the money to donate to it. That's all it is, guys. That's all you've got to do now. Let's get back into the fight.
There's no such thing as too small of a donation either. Don't feel like, I only got a couple bucks, so I don't think that's enough. They will take whatever you got. People are so appreciative, and there's people out there who really need this. So there's no donation that is too big or too small, guys.
Go big or go home.
I'm going to personally donate 100 towards the cause.
There we go. See, straight in.
I will personally do it off my personal account. You see,
and then straight in.
Hey. Allow. Jay.
And then of course, as soon as Jordan's using his phone at the minute to record, so as soon as he's off his phone, he'll
definitely
he'll do it as well straight away. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have my wife do it. I'm gonna talk to my sister-in-laws. I definitely, like I said, I respect what he's doing, and if, like I said, I'll do whatever I can to help this cause. And I mean, I know a lot of people in Grays Harbor, so I'll definitely get the word out there for you, boss.
You're the guy out there. You're the guy. You're big Jordan Harrington right now. Right now until the 22nd. Then you'll be Baby J.
All I gotta say is, if you beat me up bad, I'm calling Shiloh back.
Oh,
Shiloh back again?
Yep, I'm gonna call Shiloh back.
I'm gonna make him my stepson.
I'm gonna make him baptize you. That's what's gonna happen.
I love it. No, really, I love it.
Yeah, but, Jordan, you'll just have to make sure that you don't walk into the knee, otherwise you'll end up with him shouting, "Wake him up, wake him up, wake him up," over and over again.
Yeah.
Milkman 2.
Milkman 2. Oh.
Okay.
But we are just boxing, though. Let's let the fans know that we are just boxing. I can't afford another injury. The Preacher's son fight, I'm not gonna lie, I had to take off some time for work. And that's coming into street beefs was what I didn't want to do. I was like, my coin phrase at the scrapyard is, we all got to go to work tomorrow, you guys.
Facts.
Ask Buddy V about that.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons why I chose the box too. Like I said, my wife's not too happy about it. And her biggest thing is, head injuries, and then watching what Shiloh did to his knee. Because I mean, Shiloh took some time off after that fight too, because he tweaked his knee in the middle of the fight. And with me, like I said, I'm falling apart already. And I mean, it's rough for me to get out of bed already. So that's the last thing I need is to go fight Jay. And if I'm gonna, like my wife told me, if I'm gonna fight, she wants me to do it for cash. That way, I have money to pay for my hospital bills. Street Beast, like I said, I respect what they're doing, but I'm not making nothing from it.
Doing it for a good cause, though. Doing it for
exactly.
That's
that's the only reason why I'm
and
doing it.
He told me
good
that
cause.
was the only thing that would get him out of his, bed to do something is if it was for a good cause. That was one of the only reasons why he agreed to it, because I didn't get on my knees and beg, but we had to do some convincing to our wives.
Yeah. And my coach gives me crap right now because he's like, Jordan, really? You just let your wife control what you do? I'm like, bro, happy wife, happy life.
The answer is yes.
Happy life, happy wife.
You guys are better to talk about that than me.
Shout out to my wife.
Trust me.
So, as it goes for the fight again, when is the fight again? We can let everybody know so that they can keep watching YouTube to find the fight after it happens.
You want to answer that, Jay?
Go ahead, you got it.
It's May 22nd, so next weekend, I believe. So,
yes, sir.
It's going to be a national holiday called Jordan's Doomsday.
Oh, all right. I don't even know what to say to that. Damn.
What can you say to that?
Trash talking, Jay. I'm not good at it.
Not playing with you. Listen, it's Peixoto. You hear me?
Shout out.
Peixoto. Shout out to the brand.
Hey, and another shout out to OTH for stepping up in this too.
Big shout out to OTH for stepping up and making a huge donation. Shout out to Big Kozo. Look forward to that interview too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. And Jordan, so you're going into this fight. Obviously, you're coming off like a big break. What do you think what's your biggest worry going into the fight? Obviously, apart from not being able to go to work or your wife screaming at you after if you've got hurt. What's your biggest worry?
To be honest, like I said, I haven't actually fought competitively for about 3 years, but I still train. My biggest worry is, I got the dad bod. I don't look like Jay right now. I mean, I've got the muscles, but I also got that daddy pudge right now. I'm not too worried about my cardio. I know Jay's got power. I mean, just watching him fight, hit my boy Shiloh, I mean, it had me cringe a little bit. I'm like, damn, this man hits hard. Like I said, in this fighting game, you can be the best. It doesn't matter there's always somebody out there that's better than you. And sometimes you may just get caught. And my only worry is I'm going to let my guard down and Jay's going to catch me with one of those nasty hits. I mean, like I said, I've watched his videos. I see the power he has behind his punches. So like I said, my biggest worry is I do tend to I love getting punched. I mean, it's weird. My coach gets on me all the time because I'll let dudes just blast me in the face. But with somebody like Jay, I'm definitely going to have to keep my guard up and make sure I keep my hands up while he's swinging. So that's my only worry. I mean, and I'm just going to do what I do best, and hopefully I come out with the win. If not, all respect to Jay. I mean, even if I do win, I mean, the win's still on him at the end of the day. I don't see this being a lose-lose fight at all because what he is doing is definitely an automatic win in my book. So.
Yeah, of course. And then Jay, same question to you. What's your biggest worry about coming into this fight?
Oh my goodness. One, have you watched this dude's fight?
Yes, I did.
Seen a little, yeah.
Okay, that's intimidating on its own. And I'm gonna say I'm a big guy, but people think big, intimidating, ugly guys like me don't get intimidated too. So when you watch that stuff, I'm just as afraid as you would be. I'm just a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? So the dude's conditioning is out of this world. He doesn't stop. He doesn't slow down. It's like, okay, what am I supposed to do to somebody who just keeps coming at you, Everybody knows I have a cigarette smoking habit that I will not break, cannot break, have tried to break.
I'm a vapor, so I feel you.
And I don't train like a lot of these trained fighters do. So it's like I know my 1-2, and then where I go from there is like just start swinging and hope that you hit something and swing as hard as you can. But I'm not a trained fighter.
On the same level as you, Jay, if you watch my videos, my main thing is wrestling. So, I mean, that's another worry for mine. Like, I'm a good stand-up fighter. I will say I'm decent, and I'm the same way with you. Like, I've just got my simple 1-2. I like to work the body, but I'm hoping that one of those punches is going to knock somebody out. So we're both on the same. We're both on the same page right now. Our fight, I'm not the best boxer. I'll wrestle the shit out of you all day and ground and pound. But when it comes to boxing, I'm just hoping I can pull something out of my ass to hurt you.
Maybe we can do a round 4 of wrestling. I just want to test. I just want to test it with you, just because.
Hey, if we want to make that happen, we can do it, bro.
We can make it happen, man. Like you just at the end of the day, I love the art of the different techniques of fighting. Right. So I'm going to get the same satisfaction that I get from street beefs from walking in the gym and sparring with somebody, but I don't have the commitment of, having to train 3 times a week, And then on top of that, I don't want to waste these trainers' times who think I'm serious about a fighting career and are really geared up to push to that next level when I'm not showing up or, coming late. I don't want to be that type of person in anybody's business that they do for a business.
No, that's fair. That's very respectable.
And trust me, I deal with that a lot. That's another reason why I stepped away, because it got to the point where these guys would come in my gym and here I am getting ready to fight and had nobody to train with. So I'd have to drive 2 hours away just to find guys to train with. And so, I mean, I totally get it. I hate when guys waste my time. I hate when we got guys that come in the gym and, talk about how they want to do this and then you don't see them again. So I respect that from Jay. I mean, and I wish you the best after whatever you decide to do after this fight. I wish you the best. And
oh man, I'm training with you. You won't have to drive so far.
Okay. I mean, if you want to do that, okay. Just don't waste my time.
I got you.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. This is such a great cause. Again, get out and donate. I will drop the links in the description so you can find them. It's simple. You saw how fast we all just donated. It was such an easy thing that if you don't do it, it's just because you're kind of an asshole. So
basically
donate some money. You're a great cause. And let's watch these guys fight. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, thank you guys for having me on here. And Jay, thank you for this opportunity, bro. I'm really excited, and
I appreciate you coming out, bro. I appreciate you taking the fight. It's nothing personal. I would love to train with you after, and I just had to snap into Jay Gottem, and that's why I'm talking this smack.
Hey, I respect it.
And appreciate you guys for having us on your platform. You're doing the works for our community out here. The work you guys are doing. We're going to send you pictures. We're going to send pictures of giving out checks to nonprofit organizations. We're doing all that. Just stay with us. You're going to see the outreach working.
Awesome. And the official charity of the Yankee and the Brit has been decided. It's done. That's the official. You've got ads on pretty much any video you want now.
And Jay Gottem, you are welcome on any time to talk about anything you guys got going on, so other people can know about how they can help out in the communities and do more. So you are welcome back again anytime. Jordan, you are also welcome back, and we thank you guys so much. And I am just excited to see you guys, because as fun as this was, and this was an electric podcast, I know both of you are going to get in there and try to destroy one another, which as a fan, I can't wait for.
Hey, no, I'm excited.
All right, so cheers, guys, and thank you to everybody out there for watching. Go follow the Yankee and the Brit on YouTube. Find us on Facebook as well. That's where you get most of our stuff and all of Jay's funny memes all the time and stuff like that as well. And don't forget to go on MMA Underground as well. So thank you so much, guys.
And donate.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Guys, thanks for watching. One world, one love. Deuces.
Cheerio.